This is a talk, Make Visual Leak Detector Great Again. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a game developer. I also teach at Howest Digital Arts and Entertainment in game development, C++. Who of you is familiar with VLD? Who has ever used it? Raise your hands. A few people, not too much. Okay, fine. Let me show you what it does. First off, I started using this at Line Studios, which is the biggest game company that we have in Belgium. They're known for Baldur's Gate 3. And now I'm teaching at DAE, and there we also use it actually for students to make it very visual where they are leaking their memory, right? So let's show this. How does it work? This is my first class that I give around this thing, a visual leak detector. They have to allocate some integer and then explicitly leak it. And then I get this output. And it clearly says here, main.cpp in line 6, this is where you made an allocation that you forgot to destroy, right? So for them, very visual. And I always ask, it says 4 bytes, but no, the total is 40 bytes. Why is that? Figure that out, right? Okay, but this is an easy example, of course. You just new and don't delete, that's easy. This is a little bit more hidden, but often made by the students. They have a class, and you have to make a game engine. Game objects consist of many components, right? This is their base class. And this person forgot one thing. It's the virtual destructor, indeed. So if you then look at the output of Visual Leak Detector, then you see that the sprite render component, which inherits from that, is leaking its texture. And then hopefully from this output, they can then deduct that this might be the cause of their issue, right? So Visual Leak Detector, a little bit of history, was first made by Dan Molding. But yeah, his last commit is from 16 years ago, so that's quite a long time. It's then been taken over by Kind Dragon, but yeah, he also stopped working on it, and his last commit is from November 24, 2017. Still the most used version, though. It has been taken over by Microsoft. They made a fork in 2020 where they fixed some minor bugs, and hopefully it got back in traction. However, it has been abandoned as well. So even that version is not alive anymore. So my goal, our goal, is to make Visual Leak Detector great again. And this is my list of things that I would like to achieve for this thing. So I started Visual Studio. The Azure version, the Microsoft version, is 2.59, has support up until 2015, right? If you install it, it will also work for 2019, but not for 2022. So that's a bummer, so I updated that. It's now 2.5.11, and you have support until 2022. Cool, right. What I also did was, it used all kinds of unit tests that you had to run on the command line, or it used a G-test and everything. I just made them use the modern unit testing framework of Microsoft, right? So that it just runs in your Visual Studio solution without having to install anything. It just gives you output and test results. Even better, I have GitHub Actions up and running, so every commit that you make, everything gets tested in Visual Leak Detector. You get some output, you know that your build is fine, and you get an installer with which you can install Visual Leak Detector. It's even compatible with CMake now, so that's cool. It wasn't the case before. It's not super, you still have to install it, but then as soon as you've installed it, you can just find package VLD config and then include the directives in the link libraries, and you're off to go. So that's super cool that you have this from now on. So my goal was achieved for these 3 points, right? I updated a modern unit test and CMake. I want to do the rest. Modern C++, it's old. It's written 17 years ago, right? So can have an update. There's some thread safety issue going on in there. I know where the issue lies. I don't have the solution yet. So any help there would be cool. Syntax highlighting would be cool. In that output, it's just black and white. It's very difficult to see where your error is. So if that would be improved, that would be awesome, right? So this is the link to the GitHub repo. If you want to be in on this, contact me and we'll see what we can do. Thank you.